Hey everyone, welcome back to more World of Horror. So we've moved on through all of the different investigations. I'm assuming we go to the Lighthouse now, but just a recap here. So we are dealing with Itho2. Doom track is at 63%. So the supposed case of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue has been recently discovered and is currently waiting in the museum of wherever for its long-awaited premiere. So we do extra damage was our start thing, and we've got some other stuff going on as well. We'll take a look at once we get in. So we go home. We already got the key. I've already taken a bath and stuff, so we can't do that. We could watch TV and things. So we only have the town screen and kind of go on from there. So at the current point, I have a follower, Kazumi, who helps me do cheaper treatment and surgery options, which is good if I can go to the doctor. We've got the outdoorsman skill, so extra luck. Art knowledge for +1 perception. Quick thinker, +1 dexterity. We're a fast swimmer, so our offensive actions are quicker, and we have a dog, so we have another ally, which gives me another inventory slot. Alright, that's basically what we have going on. I still have my slit face from Scissor Lady. Let's look at my status first, I guess. So the slit mouth is giving me -1 charisma, -1 strength. I need to be able to hopefully do something about that if we can actually go to town, or rest up or something. Definitely not great. And then for the town, we currently have Riders downtown. Rest action is less effective. Lighthouse has an extra floor, and there was a time skip, so Doom did go up. So we're at 63% Doom. So let's go ahead and head to the town. There's only one lock left. Okay, so we use the key to unlock it. Now we can enter the lighthouse. Never done this before, so let's see. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you two things: that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events may be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as fast and far as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. We should probably access storage, because I didn't do that. I think we're kind of screwed. We'll take the holy candle. We will take the prescription, take the wooden bat. I would take the revolver, but I don't have any bullets for it. I mean, we could take it anyway, but the bat is better and faster anyway, so I think that's okay. So I feel like this is kind of the final thing. What is this? Rest a bit, start climbing. Yeah, it's too bad I can't go to the hospital or anything. Anyway, we'll equip the wooden bat. The prescription, I can't do anything with it. I never found a pharmacy or anywhere that I could use. It is an important document, but I just haven't found a case where it's been useful. It might tie into a specific quest, and we just didn't get that quest to pop up. We do have the holy candle, which I could use to get some reason back. While I still have it, it is giving me extra luck, though, so I feel like that's probably worth holding on to. Let me rest, because we do have some space for Doom. Looks like they only go up once, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and start climbing, I think. So I do have an ally and my doggo with me. Conspirant, delinquent girl. You stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. I just clock her with a bat, but I guess we'll try to reason with her. Not enough charisma. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. Okay, I didn't expect that. You carefully step over her body, -2 reason. Alright, that was a bit rough. Trial of Blood, Acid. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water, but to power the gate you'll need to disconnect a faulty plug. I feel like this is just going to, based on my stats, I do have really good dexterity and perception, but maybe that'll work. Strength check fail, not of strength. You're surprised how much effort it takes to disconnect the faulty plug. As you force it, the weird goo burns your fingers. Finally, you manage to separate the faulty plug and connect the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. -3 stamina. Well, that's kind of rough. Veil of Darkness. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by darkness? A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. It is daytime. We don't have a light source, unfortunately, so we just have to carry on, although you'd think the holy candle would work. If I use it, then I just gain 2 reason. I don't actually use it for that. So, yeah, it's too bad we can't light the candle. The candle should count as a light source. That's a bunch of crap. Alright, I guess we have to keep climbing in the dark. You decide to brave the veil. You finally emerge a while later safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. -3 reason. Definitely rough. I don't know how many floors there are. We've got to deal with stuff. Garbled memories. Following the winding staircase, you are... Stop. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment, stole all the clues and newspaper clippings, and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them except one. Select the title of the second mystery you investigated. So we did Rancid Ramen first, right? And then it was Crimson Cape. Correct answer. You rip the newspaper clippings of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it and with a buzz, the gate opens. +10 experience. Okay. Trial of Blood. Knives. Oh, don't stick your hand in there. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. Find a switch. We do have high perception, so come on. You manage to locate the door switch while avoiding the knives and glass shards. With a buzz, the gate opens. I didn't see anything about a skill check there, but we just got through without a problem. Climbing up the winding staircase, you're stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. Ultimate Opportunist. This is actually the guy I think saved me. It's Takashi-san. On damage, he just increases Doom. Doom is at 71%. I'm assuming as long as we stop this before it gets to 100, we're okay. So, we don't really need to worry about anything other than just dishing out damage. So let's take a look. My punch will only do 3. Bat does 5. Base chance to hit is 105%. So let's just wail on you with the bat, I think. A strong attack will do 7. I can only get 2 swings out, though. So let's do a kick. The enemy seems to be weak against this kind of weapon, so bonus damage. So we did 9. He prevents you from taking another step. He's down to 5, so yeah, let's just beat him to death with a bat. Not a problem. Rang his bell there. The dark clouds swirl all around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? It's only 72% Doom. Got new achievement unlocked, although there are no Steam achievements for this game, which I think is kind of odd. But we are, like, horribly banged up, like, making it up here. Apparently, all we can do is touch the Necronomicon here, which I feel like is a really bad idea. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you're relieved and collapse on the floor. Did we do it? Was that it? Really? Congratulations, you're safe for now. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop the ritual awakening the eldritch old god, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right once more. Cool. So we finished that off. So we were playing Ike, who I think is this... Could be either one of these two. I'm not sure which character it was. So I think it'd be kind of cool if we do a custom run. We can like choose who we want to play and that kind of stuff. Congratulations, you survived. Difficulty level Skeptic, which I said was the standard, which I think is a little bit easier than, like, even the tutorial's harder than that. Old God was a Thotu. In this run, you managed to solve 4 mysteries plaguing the town. You saw 5 new events, encountered 1 new enemy, and locked 4 new achievements. Very cool. Does that affect... I think it's just the individual ones are interconnected. If we start a new one, it's like it's brand new. Yeah, so we can't continue or anything. So for a new one, I'm not going to start one right now, but so quick play, start a new playthrough, randomly selecting character, old god, background, and more. So this is what we just did. Standard skeptic playthrough for you, letting us start the game without worrying in depth. So quick play is just a bunch of random stuff. Customize, choose your own character, background, other play through specifics. Does that change the difficulty though? I don't know. Quick play combat. Difficulty is cultist here. Skeptic is, yeah, like second one up. Initiate. I think initiate is probably kind of the more reasonable one to kind of go with. Random timeline. I wonder what that does. Yeah, so I think I'll do another run, but what I... Actually, there's challenges too. Huh. Probably certain specific scenarios to try to get through. That might be fun to mess around with too. But I think if you're doing like a customized difficulty and setting who you want to play as and all that kind of stuff might be kind of fun too, rather than just kind of randomly getting thrown in. I'd especially like to choose my character. I think that would be cool. So I kind of feel like this was the character I was playing. Quick play, it seems like it's her, but it might be random depending on when you jump in. But yeah, this has been World of Horror. We actually saved our little town in 1980s Japan, and everything went well. I might play around with this some more. I'm not sure if I'll do videos on it. I might move on to something else. But definitely kind of interesting one. Maybe we'll check out challenges or something too. But this has been World of Horror. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.